Dear students, today's video lecture will deal with the projections. So what is a projection? Actually 3D objects cannot be displayed on 2D screens because there is no provision of depicting Z direction. Z direction, you understand, is the direction which is normal to the monitor screen and coming out of screen towards you. So this cannot be depicted in two-dimensional monitors or screens. So to depict a 3D object, it is projected in such a way that it just appears 3D, because it is not exactly 3D, but it just appears as 3D. So this can be done like this. See, there are so many 3D objects, and this is the plane, this is the screen, monitor screen or plane where your image is to be depicted. So all the 3D objects are depicted in two-dimensional plane. So basically projection is the process of depicting 3D object on 2D screen. And you can take it as a transformation also, in which you transform 3D object, a point depicted in 3 dimensions x, y, z, and you transform it into a new point which has only 2 dimensions, and the z dimension is eliminated from it. So before going into depth, we first broadly categorize the projections. They are parallel, they can be perspective also. Let's take them one by one. First of all, perspective projection. In drawing image through this pattern, a point is fixed which is across the projection plane. Means if this is the object to be depicted and this is the view plane, also called projection plane, the plane where your image is to be drawn, image of this object is to be drawn. So across this plane you have a fixed point, and this point is called projection reference point or center of projection. We will in short call it PRP. So when you are to draw this object on this screen, you take all the defining points and draw a line from this defining point to the PRP. Similarly, another defining point of this line is this, and it is also drawn, a line is drawn from point B to the center of projection or PRP. And these lines intersect the view plane. So this is the view plane, this line intersects the view plane at this point A dash depicted in this diagram. So this is the corresponding point of projection of A. So similarly B is projected at B dash, means the lines intersect the view plane at the points, and these are the points of projection of corresponding point of the object. So in such kind of projections, actually parallel lines are no more parallel now. If they may appear non-parallel, and the distances also may be shortened or elongated. So distance also changes, size changes, and angles may also change. A live example of this projection is this. So this is a straight road, parallel road depicted through perspective projection, but these parallel roads appear to be non-parallel. That's what we were saying. Parallel lines are no more parallel because all the points converge to a single projection reference point. Similarly, sizes and different distances also vary. So for example, these three are probably of the same size, but being different, at different distances, they may appear larger or smaller and so on. So sizes also change in such kind of perspective projection. Actually our eye also project the image of the seen object on our retina in this pattern. So next kind of projection is parallel. Parallel projections, here we don't have a point of projection, we have a direction, we have a fixed direction, and this direction is called direction of projection, or it is also called projector. So this direction is fixed in the parallel projection. So all the points, defining points, are drawn a line from, and this line is parallel to that direction of projection. So this is direction of projection. You draw a line from each point which should be parallel to this line. Similarly, you draw this line which is parallel to this line. So any number of defining points may be there. All the defining points have a line drawn from them which is parallel to it. So this kind of after drawing these lines, the view plane is intercepted by these lines at the corresponding points of projection. For example, this line intercepts the plane at A dash. So A dash is the projection point of A. Similarly, B dash is the projection point of B. So in such kind of projections, because these lines are parallel and these lines do not meet at anywhere, virtually they meet at infinity, so center of projection in such case is also at infinity, means it virtually does not exist. So the difference between parallel and perspective projection is, perspective projection is described by a projection reference point, whereas parallel projection is described by a direction of projection. In such kind of projections, there is no change in the size, so it can be used to exactly depict the measurements. This is an example. So this object is depicted in a parallel manner, and this is the projection received by it. Actually, this projection direction it depends on the direction of projection, what will you get on the projection plane. And secondly, the angle means viewpoint, the viewpoint from where it is being seen. Suppose you were seeing this, suppose this projection plane was placed here, so this image should be projected here, and a different projection would have been achieved from the same object. We will deal it with more detail in later on. So now let's go a bit deeply into the perspective and parallel projections. Perspective projection, first kind of simplemost kind of projection is one PRP projection. Here you have only one projection reference point and all the line converge. Here in this diagram, this camera is the only projection reference point, and all the lines are converging to this point only. So just one projection reference point only. It is most simple to draw. We can have a greater experience of 3D objects in this is an example of one PRP, live example of one PRP image. We can have better experience of 3D objects if we have more than one vanishing point. Vanishing point is exactly the same PRP, another name for projection reference point. So you can have two PRP projection. In this case, you have two vanishing points, two projection reference points. Some of the lines converge to this vanishing point and others converge to this. So it gives a better view, a better impression of depth. Similarly, this projection is also known as angular projection, angular perspective projection. A live example of it is something like this. in this example, a few lines are converging in this direction and a few lines are converging in this direction. So you can experience the even better experience. You can experience even better image of 3D objects if you have 3 projection reference points. So obviously it contains 3 projection reference points. Some of the line converge to this point, some of the line converge to this point, and some of them converge to this. So 3 different reference points present an even better impression of depth. But it becomes very complicated to draw such an image. An example, a live example of 3PRP image is this. This gives a feeling of actual depth. Similarly, parallel projections can also be categorized in a few. First of it is orthogonal parallel projection. In this kind of parallel projection, the direction of projection means the lines in which the direction in which the lines are drawn, that is the direction of projection, is normal to the plane of projection. So this is the plane. Actually, when you draw a line, when you compare a line with another line, you call it perpendicular. But if you compare a line with a plane, you better call it normal. So if this line makes an angle of 90 degree with this plane, this is called normal. So if the projection direction is normal to the view plane, then such kind of projection will be orthographic projection. Example, a few more examples of the orthographic projections. If you fix this as the view plane, so direction of projection which is perpendicular to this plane, normal to this plane, will give you this projection. And similarly, if the plane is placed here, view plane is placed here, then you get this image, this projection, and similarly you get this projection if you have projection plane in this direction. So actually a drawing, an object can be depicted by multi-view. 3 views are provided. 3 different views are provided from the same object. This gives complete information how the object looks from the top view, from the front view, and from the side view. This gives complete description of the object. This kind of multi-view orthographic parallel projection is actually used in architecture of buildings, where measurement is a major issue, where you cannot change the size. So parallel projections, orthographic projections are further categorized as axonometric projection. Axonometric projection is again an orthographic parallel projection, but it has a distinction of showing different faces in just one image. For example, this image shows front, top, and side view in a single projection. So such kind of projection is categorized as axonometric. Axonometric projection can further be described if it shows 2 faces. If the projection is taken in such a way that only 2 faces are visible. Suppose front and side view is visible and the top view is not visible, then it is known as dimetric. If 3 faces are visible, it is called trimetric. And if all the 3 faces are shown in equal proportion, means the equal emphasis, for example in this case front view is shown more and top view is shown less, and similarly side view is shown less. If they are shown with equal weightage, it is known as isometric projection. So isometric projection has another example. For example, front face, side face and the top view all are depicted in equal proportion. So this is a beautiful example of isometric projection. Let's move on to the another category of parallel projection. This is a category in which direction of projection is not normal to the plane. So such projection will be known as oblique parallel projection. So basic definition of parallel projection is direction of projection is not perpendicular, you better call not normal to the view plane. So the angle direction of this projection makes with view plane decides what kind of projection is it. It can be divided into cavalier, it can be divided into cabinet projection and so on. So therefore basically categorization can be depicted in this way: projection broadly categorized as parallel and perspective. Perspective projection further divided into 1 PRP, 2 PRP and 3 PRP, where PRP is projection reference point. Similarly, parallel projection can be orthogonal and it can be oblique also. Orthogonal has direction of projection normal to the plane and oblique has not normal to the plane. So orthogonal can further be divided into multi-view projection, in which object in such kind of projection only one face is shown at a time and multiple projections show different faces of the object. Similarly, we can have axonometric also. Axonometric shows all the faces of object in just one projection. It can be dimetric, it can be trimetric and it can be isometric as we learned it. Similarly, oblique parallel projections can be cavalier or cabinet. These are a few special cases for particular angles, in which if angle tangent of the angle is 1, then it becomes cavalier. If tangent of the angle is equal to 2, then it is cabinet projection and so on. If it is not a standard angle, we call it a general projection. So now let's move on to the calculations. How do we do the calculations? We take simple example of orthographic parallel projection. You see, when you see this face on this view plane, x will be exactly x and y will be exactly y. So there will be no change in x and y. So x and y coordinates of view plane of projection point will be the same as they are originally. Just z coordinate is modified. So z coordinate of this point, for example, you are taking this point. This point is projected here. This is the z direction. This is y direction, and this is x. So x direction, y direction and z direction. So if you have this point to be displaced to this location, so x will be the same, you can see, because we are moving same distance in x direction. Here also same distance was moved in x direction, and similarly y direction also. In y direction also we move the same distance. But in case of z direction, earlier z was here, now it has moved to this. So this becomes equal to z coordinate of the view plane. So z coordinate of the view plane is the new value of the z coordinate, but x and y will be unchanged as they are. This is very simple. Let's take the case of perspective projections. It's a bit more complicated. See this image very carefully. This is the object to be depicted, and this is the projection plane, and this is the projection reference point. So call it x XC, YC and ZC. So this is center of projection or projection reference point. XC, YC, ZC are its coordinates. So this point is known, and this object will be drawn on this view plane point by point. Let us suppose we draw this point first. P, X, Y, Z is the coordinate. So PRP has XC, YC, ZC coordinates, and the point which is to be projected is P, X, Y, Z. So if we draw a line joining that point P with PRP, it intersects the plane at this place. So this is the projection of point P. So let us suppose its coordinates are XP, YP and ZP. It's not PP, it's ZP. It's by mistake double P. So XP, YP and ZP. So our assignment is to calculate values of XP, YP and ZP. And these are calculated by these two equations. So XP is equal to X multiplied by ZC. What is ZC? ZC is the Z coordinate of projection reference point minus ZPP. Oh, I made a mistake. So ZPP, it's PP, okay. PP means projection plane. So Z coordinate of projection plane and this point is the same. So therefore it is written ZPP. So ZC minus ZPP. ZPP will also be known to you. ZPP is the position of the view plane. So this will be given divided by ZC minus Z. Z is the Z coordinate of point P plus XC multiplied by the similar factor ZPP minus Z divided by ZC minus Z and so on. So using this equation you can calculate XP. Similarly, using this equation also has all the values on the right hand side which are known to you. So you can calculate YP also. So XP and YP will be calculated and Z is equal to ZP is equal to ZPP. Right? So now you know all the three coordinates XP, YP, which are the major ones. Z is equal to the Z coordinate of projection reference point. This way you can calculate projection of one point. Similar equations can be applied to other projection reference points also. And after that, lines between corresponding points, for example, line between these 2 points is drawn, so it will be drawn here. So there's no line between this point and this point, so no line will be drawn. Projections of this point and this point. So hope you understand it. Thank you very much.